I brought an egg sandwich if you're hungry.
I'm all right.
You sleep at all?
A little. No.
You don't have to tell me those weren't your drugs.
Good.
I heard this was off an anonymous call to IAB.
That's what they're saying.
What are you thinking? Someone you collared?
Uniform cop, maybe.
On account of getting sent to IAB on account of me.
I don't know, Dad.
It would follow a certain logic.
It's just a little early in the going is all.
Who's the cop? What's his name?
Right now, there's a few candidates.
Lay him out for me. I'll go to work.
Dad, it's being handled.
I still got a few connections left, John. And I have plenty available.
This happened in-house. It's better we keep it in-house.
Do you mind if I just keep tabs on it? Would that be okay?
You don't mind if I don't think about what your involvement's gonna be right now? I'm locked up.
Yeah. Of course you're right. I can't tell you how it breaks my heart to see you in here.
Pop, it's all right. I'm all right.
Officer. You need anything? You need clothes?
I'm fine.
It's being handled. Meaning Sipowicz is handling it?
Dad, it's being handled.
What's the problem?
You still dealing heroin, Gordo?
No, hell no.
You got anything in your pockets gonna stick me?
No, sir.
How you making ends meet these days?
Just, doing my thing, getting by,
New shoes, nice chain. Where'd you get the money?
Working, man.
My ass. You still carry dope in your leg?
No, I'm out of that game. The Dominicans, they run all the junk now.
Yeah, huh?
What the hell? That's for personal use for the chronic pain in my poor amputated leg, man.
All right, now you listen to me, Gordo. Some heroin got planted on my friend. Each package had a red crown stamped on it. What do you know about it?
Not a damn thing. I swear to God.
Right. You get the word out. Anybody's missing their junk, anybody got ripped off, anybody got shook down by a cop, they come to me. It'll be worth their while. You got it?
Yeah.
Anybody holds out on me, I'm taking it out of your hide. You got it?
I got it.
I checked with the property room. All vouchered heroin's accounted for.
Laughlin wouldn't risk going in there anyway. He pulled it off the street somewhere.
4 ounces is a lot of dope.
I'm telling you, he must have got it off a dealer on a stop.
Are we sure Laughlin set Clark up?
No, we aren't, but he's where we start. You talked to John?
Yeah, he's still waiting to find out when he's getting arraigned, but he's doing all right considering. I talked to Valerie. It doesn't look good as far as him making bail.
Hey, check this out. Laughlin busted a guy last week on the street for possession, but he only vouched a little bit of pot. I ran his name through BCI, and this guy's done time for dealing heroin. Felony weight. Ignacio Delgado is connected with the 8th Street Javelinas.
They run a heroin trade on that block. You want us to come with, Andy?
No.
May I help you, ma'am?
Camille Grayson, my daughter, Annalise. She was assaulted last night.
Detectives McDowell and Ortiz. Let's go in here and talk about it.
I didn't want to say anything out there, but it was more than just her being assaulted. The man, I'm sorry.
Let's just start with where this incident happened.
Behind the bathroom in Tompkins Park, night before last.
Coming home from her after-school job.
Did you see the man who attacked you?
He had a stocking on his face.
Was he white, black?
Pretty sure white.
About what time did it happen?
9:30.
Was the park closed then?
I go through anyway because it's a faster way home.
I have told her 100 times how dangerous it is.
There were people around.
But you were alone, going in the park.
Yeah.
Mrs. Grayson, would you mind if we got the details from Annalise alone? It might be easier for her.
Okay, I'll be outside.
We get the sense you're a pretty good kid, Annalise. But we don't think you're telling the truth about being alone.
Were you with somebody, maybe your boyfriend? Were you not supposed to be with him? Is that why you made this up?
I didn't make it up. I was attacked. He raped me.
Your boyfriend?
The other man.
Annalise, tell us what happened.
Me and Terrell. We're behind the bathroom where we go sometimes.
To have sex?
We've never had sex. But to make out. And this man jumped out of the bushes and hit Terrell on the head with a gun. And before I knew what was going on, he had the gun in my face saying he was just gonna rob us. But he wanted Terrell tied up, so he made me bind Terrell's hands with these real strong plastic ties. Then he grabbed me and he put a wet towel over my face with something sweet smelling on it. And I could just feel my legs go out. When I woke up, my pants were down. I was bleeding down there.
Where was Terrell?
Still on the ground, just waking up.
We're gonna need to talk to Terrell. Can you write down his phone number and address?
Is there anything else you can think of that might help Annalise? Physical characteristics, anything he said?
Before I went unconscious, the man told me he had AIDS. And he was gonna see I got it too.
Officer Laughlin and his partner popped you for possession the other day?
Yeah, you believe that?
Why wouldn't I?
Laughlin and me go way back.
Sounds like you and Officer Laughlin are buddies.
Yeah, we got a mutual respect for each other.
Even though you deal heroin?
Dealt, as in not anymore.
So why'd Laughlin bust you for the pot?
He would have let me off. Wasn't even that much, but his partner was there, so we had to go through the whole drill.
Did Laughlin ask you any questions about heroin when he busted you?
Talk to him.
I'm asking you.
Look, I got my arrangement with Officer Laughlin. We work things out. I give him a little info, he looks out for me.
Where's this going, Ignacio?
It's going to, why don't you go talk to Laughlin about me? He'll vouch, then maybe you'll get out of my face a little.
First thing, if you ever talk to me like that again, you'll be spitting your teeth out.
Okay, okay.
Now, your little arrangement with Officer Laughlin don't mean dick to me, unless he took some heroin off you.
He didn't.
Or if he asked you where he could get some.
I don't know you, man, okay? That's my little problem here.
Somebody planted heroin on my friend. I'm gonna find out who did. Anybody lies or gets in my way, they're gonna regret it. That's all you need to know about me.
Laughlin, when we was by ourselves, said he was looking to take someone down for heroin. Did I know anybody?
You point him in a direction?
No, because I don't trust his ass. So I took the stupid weed call and was done with it.
Hey, you got a minute?
I gotta head up.
Mind if I follow? I saw John. There was a uniform inflicted?
That's one place we're looking.
Who in particular?
There's a few choices.
Was it one of the cops got a visit from IAB for screwing that auxiliary cop?
Maybe. Clark, I got 20 things in my head right now.
I want to help with this. I want to be involved.
We're fine for now, but if we need another body, we got your number.
Being off the job, I can muddy my hands in ways that you guys can't.
You spent 27 years squeaky clean. Don't go learning new tricks now.
I'm trying to get my son out of jail. Give me something, please.
You want to? Talk to his ex-partner in narcotics.
His ex-partner from 2 years ago. Don't brush me off.
If the ex-partner is still in narcotics, he might have heard something on the street.
You're doing everything you can. I mean, with this, everything to get him out.
I'm doing everything I can.
see Terrell. We need to talk about what happened with you and Annalise in the park.
She told you guys about that, huh?
Some reason she shouldn't have?
I just didn't know what she was gonna do. I haven't talked to her since then.
Tell us what happened.
A guy jumped us. He put a gun in her face and made her tie me up. Then he knocked us both out.
Could you recognize him?
He had a stocking on his head.
So he knocked you out. Then what?
I woke up with her shaking me. She cut my hands loose and I walked her home.
She woke you up. You weren't already awake when she came to?
No,
So you didn't see any part of what happened to her?
I was knocked out.
She tell you what happened?
I asked, but she wouldn't say.
She saw a doctor today, and it turns out she was raped.
And from the extent of her wounds, it looks like the guy who did it really took his time.
Oh my God.
And you were asleep for the whole thing.
The guy knocked me out. He put chloroform on my face or something.
How long you and Annalise been going out?
2 months.
2 months and no sex, right?
So what?
You must have been getting frustrated.
What is this?
You got a record. Robbed an old woman.
It was 4 other guys there. It went down before I knew what happened.
Crime just falls all around you.
All right, are you accusing me of something?
Is there any chance you had something to do with Annalise getting raped?
Where do you get that?
Masked man out of nowhere, chloroform, real elaborate.
And the fact your story doesn't quite sync up with Annalise's doesn't help. She said you were awake when she came to.
I don't remember being awake. And do you think I'd set something up that puts 15 stitches in my head?
If you did, let's get this over with.
Look, I didn't have nothing to do with it. You don't buy that, arrest me. If not, my head hurts like hell. So I'd like to go home.
Stay available.
Anything?
We're going full on at Laughlin,
Based on what?
based on what I've been hearing. So we checked roll call on him since he's been back on the job, his sector, his tour, all radio runs he had the past month, every job he responded to.
What exactly have you been hearing?
Rita.
You can't just put it out there like that and not give me details.
All right, Laughlin's been asking around about heroin, which on its own doesn't mean much, but we're cross-checking every car stop him and his partner made against his activity, looking to anybody he let go without a summons.
Anybody with a prior drug charge?
Like that, yeah. Bettavoy and Jones are bringing in a guy with priors at Laughlin stop the other day.
So this is good. We got progress.
We got a direction. That's it, Rita. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
What did the boyfriend give you?
He got knocked out. Didn't see anything.
Another rape was reported in the park last night. Girls at Bellevue. What's going on?
Looking into Laughlin's activities. I'm on it. I'm doing everything I can, trust me.
All right.
I never got that ticket.
But you were pulled over by a police officer last week.
Well, yeah, the cop said I rolled the light, but he let me off with a warning.
So he never wrote you up?
No. I mean, look, maybe I did roll it, all right? But it's not like every cab driver in the city doesn't do that every day.
Look, I know that's not the best neighborhood, Carl. So what's a guy like you doing down there that time of night anyway?
Visiting a friend. What is that, a crime?
We know you got busted for drugs 4 months ago, Carl.
Okay, look, that charge was a joke. I was clubbing with a friend. He had some heroin in the car, and I got screwed along with him, all right?
Yeah, that's a tough break. But whatever the case, you got a trial coming up, and the last thing you need is to get caught holding again.
Yo, I wasn't holding anything.
Here's a scenario. Maybe you went down there to score, and that cop pulled you over. That would put you in a pretty tight spot.
Tight enough that if a cop took some smack off you, you wouldn't say a peep.
Smack? What is this? Hey, do I need to call a lawyer here?
Not if you come clean with us, Carl. And if you do that, we just might be able to make that other drug charge hanging over you go away.
Look, I can't help you fellas, all right? I wouldn't buy no drugs. Now, can I go?
Then why would the cop just let you go?
I don't know, man. Maybe he was one of the nice ones. Can I go?
Did both officers approach you?
Yeah.
They search your car?
One of them did. The other one went back to the car.
Which one did the search?
I don't know, man.
Figure it out. The big guy or the other one?
The big guy. It was the big guy.
Did he ask about drugs?
No.
Take off, Carl.
What, we can't handle the interview on our own?
Go tell him.
It'll just start something.
I'm Detective McDowell. This is Detective Ortiz. You all right to answer a few questions?
Yeah, okay.
Tell us what happened.
We saw some music at the bottom line, walked home through Tompkins Park, and we were sitting on the bench finishing some damn hot cocoa when this guy just comes up on us with a gun.
Us? You and?
Ex-boyfriend James Lomax.
The guy with the gun? What'd he look like?
He had a stocking on his face, but white.
Did James get a better look at him?
Damn right he did. Got a full show.
How do you mean?
Son of a bitch with the gun tells us over behind the toilet. Then he makes me tie up James. Then he puts this rag over my face with like some gasoline on it or something to knock me out. Then he does his thing to me with the gun on James, making him watch.
James told you that?
He screamed it at me. You don't know what it's like having to watch that. Try having it done to you.
What happened after that?
I came to all torn up and bleeding, and James was still tied with the gag in his mouth, and I got him free, and he freaked out.
How?
He's gonna find this guy and kill him, or he's got to kill himself because his woman got raped. He couldn't do nothing. Fool.
Did James tell you whether or not this guy ever took the stocking off?
Too busy worrying about himself.
Where can we find him?
I don't know. He ran off.
You write down his phone numbers.
You don't hold me. Don't cover me. You find him. You tell him to go to hell. Tell him to...
Those rapes look connected?
Yeah, chloroform was used in both.
We're looking for the second victim's boyfriend, James Lomax. We got calls out.
The lab called there's no DNA from either of the rape kits.
So he wore a condom?
Don't know why he would if he's been threatening to give these girls AIDS.
Special victims came back with an ex-con who got collared for jerking off in a park last week. Will Porter. They're bringing him in.
Good.
Detective Sipowicz, it's someone who says he's a friend of Gordo's?
Sipowicz. Yeah, that's right. When can you meet? No, don't worry about that. I'll take care of you. Yeah, all right. I'm on my way now. Yeah. Guy says a cop took some heroin off him last week.
Oh, my God.
I'll take someone with you.
I want to handle this myself.
Call as soon as you're done.
Yeah.
You logging in? We got it. Hey, I thought investigating cops was an internal affairs job. What did you get deputized?
I'm not looking at cops, just one cop, you.
If you got any questions about my activity, how about you ask me to my face?
Did you plant drugs on my partner, Laughlin?
You wish. And if you accuse me of that again, I'm gonna sue your ass for slander.
I'll make sure you add, and I called you a half a fag, worthless cop.
That's it. I'm calling my delegate because it's harassment.
Now you'll know when I'm harassing you.
You're gonna be so disappointed when you come up with nothing, Sipowicz, okay? Because you're gonna have no one else to blame except your partner, because those drugs are his.
Did you get a summons in Tompkins Square Park 2 weeks ago, Will?
Yeah, I took a whiz against a tree.
Cop who wrote it up said you were jerking off.
Walked up behind him when I was tucking it in. I wasn't jerking off.
A lot of prison ink. What'd you do time for?
Got a little drunk one time when I opened up the ATM with a sledgehammer.
Sharp. Can you account for yourself the last 2 nights?
Out, walking.
You walk by the park again?
Nope.
You with anybody?
Nope.
Got a girlfriend, Will?
Nah.
What's funny?
Girls. Just a little turned off by my history. At least the ones that ain't skanks.
That must piss you off, get you frustrated.
Happens. When it does, let's go get a beer, take a walk. It's all gone.
So you weren't in the park the last 2 nights working out those frustrations?
I don't know what you're talking about.
And if we search your apartment, we're not going to find a stocking you used for a mask or any trace of chloroform.
You just lost me.
2 rapes in the park the last 2 nights, Will. We're looking at you for him.
I wasn't anywhere near the park the last few nights. I was on the west side goofing on them tranny pros. Ask them.
Because they're known for being reliable.
I don't know how to help you.
Keys to your apartment and consent to search it.
Go to hell. I didn't give permission for that.
You got something to hide?
No. Can I leave now?
Stay close. No long walks.
Mike. I went ahead and ordered. So what do you got for me?
I need assurances. The order told me you're straight up and all, but, I need assurances.
You help me out, you'll be taken care of.
About the cop who ripped me off. I doubt he feels the same way.
He'll go away for what he did. You don't need to worry about him.
And the court date I got coming up.
We can make that disappear.
Thought cops stuck together.
What are you gonna tell me what happened?
I'm sitting in my car over on 4th at about 10 p.m. when this cop walks right up on me.
Is he alone?
Yeah. I just copped. His flashlight's right on it before I could stick it under the seat. And he snags it, tells me I'm lucky he's not locking me up, and he walks off.
What do he look like?
It's a white guy.
You get his name?
I didn't. I could pick out his photo, though.
How much you take?
A lot.
How much?
2 ounces? 3, 4, you tell me. Look, I'm good to go. You tell me what I need to say, and I will say it.
You're very unhappy right now, Mike.
Watch my food.
Watch your food. I'll give you your food. Don't you ever waste my time again.
James, we just want to ask you a few questions. It's all right if you've had a few drinks at a bar 2 blocks away.
It's James Lomax, boyfriend of the second victim.
The one who ditched out on?
Yeah, he went out for revenge. Sounds like he just ended up at a bar. Finally called us back.
Stay where you are and no more drinking.
Ready to go?
How'd it go with Mike, Andy?
Anything more on Laughlin's car stops?
Andy, Mike, how'd it go?
You were shining me on, boy. You need everything spelled out.
Hey, don't call Pruitt's cell phone. There was a call to the station house an hour ago. The guy at the switchboard said someone called at that time asking if Laughlin was available and when his tour ended.
Get Pruitt back in now.
Moment of your time?
We'll get Pruitt.
Get the car, I'll be right down.
I, talked to John's partner, his ex-partner.
Do you have anything that could help?
He mentioned a cocaine dealer named Delfino Pasquale, or Pasquale. He'd recently got taken off for 6 keys of blow.
John was flaked with the heroin clerk. We need some privacy. Come on. You been drinking?
Hell no.
Said it's old granddad cologne you got on and your bloodshot eyes and the fact that you can't talk.
Get off my ass, Sipowicz.
Go home, Clark.
I got a son to get out of jail.
Go home and sleep it off.
Because who needs me? Is that it?
Nobody needs you like this.
I'm the last to know he's locked up. And when I do find out, it's all... Don't worry, Dad. Sipowicz has got it handled.
I'm more up to speed.
On what? What's the beef this cop has with my son?
Go home.
Just tell me. Is it because he thinks John threw him to IAB over this auxiliary cop? That's my answer.
I gotta go.
Let's get some coffee in you, James.
Don't want it.
Drink it anyway.
Tell us what happened with you and Tanya in the park last night.
Nothing.
Your girlfriend got brutally raped. That's not nothing.
And I'm taking care of that.
Cut the Charles Bronson act, James. I need you to focus. Are any of these guys the one who attacked you last night?
I can't tell.
Look harder.
I looked.
You want to reclaim your manhood, help us find who did this. Because all walking out on Tanya and lying to us does is support the idea of you being a spineless asshole.
I can't tell because I couldn't see his face. My glasses fell off. I can't see without them.
You can't see anything?
Not a damn thing.
Could you recognize his voice?
Oh, yeah, he talked a lot.
Saying what?
How you like me now? Your turn now, bitch. And then he was giving her AIDS. Said he had AIDS, stuff like that.
Did he ever take the stocking off?
He had it off the whole time.
Knowing you were watching? But he never put the chloroform on you?
He wanted me to watch. And all that talking, that was for me. I was tied up and gagged. Not a damn thing I could do.
We might need you for a voice ID, so keep your phone on.
You saw Tanya. Is she okay? I mean, should I go see her?
Yeah. Yeah, you might want to do that.
Sit down. After you left earlier, you try and contact anyone from this precinct?
No.
Your cell phone records show different.
Yeah, why are you looking into my cell phone?
You called asking for Officer Laughlin.
No.
Why are you lying, Carl? What's the problem?
Yeah, I got a couple you could choose from.
Well, you tell me what's going on and we'll work it out.
Oh, really? Okay, no, here, why don't I just put my life in your hands? I mean, you wouldn't screw me, would you?
Why'd you call Laughlin?
I'm a dead man.
Who wants you dead? Laughlin? A dealer? Because you're missing heroin that you got from him on consignment? Did Laughlin take that heroin off you when he searched your car?
How do I know that you and that Laughlin cop aren't in this together?
Because me and him would have you in an alley somewhere if that was the case. What happened when Laughlin pulled you over?
I stuffed the drugs between the seat. He came over and told me to get out of the car.
The other cop stayed in the radio car?
Yeah. And then Laughlin started searching, and, I figured I was toast. Only then he tells me to beat it. Never come down there again. So I get back in the car. The dope is gone. But what am I gonna do, Call the police? So I took off.
How much?
4 ounces.
Was there a stamp or anything on it?
Yeah, red crowns. Now, I gotta pay off my connection, or he's gonna have me whacked. I mean, he didn't exactly believe me when I told him I got ripped off by a cop.
Here's what you're gonna do, Carl. You're gonna wear a wire and you're gonna go meet Laughlin.
No.
Hey, Laughlin don't give a damn about you. Your dealer don't give a damn about you. Now, you want both them assholes off your back and this drug beef to go away, then you'll wear the wire. It's your only ticket out, Carl.
My life is on the line here, man.
Yeah, I know. Let's go.
The guy who raped Annalise? Looks like he did it again.
I've been at my folks last night and today, so don't look at me for it.
We know you weren't involved in either rape.
Thank you. An apology would be nice, too.
We're not quite there, Terrell. We're still not convinced you're telling the whole truth.
I don't know if I came to before or after Annalise did.
We're under the impression you might never have been out at all.
The other victim's account was close to what happened to you, except the guy wasn't chloroformed.
Well, I was.
Terrell, It's gotta be devastating having to watch your girlfriend be attacked and not be able to do anything about it.
It didn't happen.
But lying to us only makes it worse. What happened to you couldn't have been prevented, but this guy's raping other women, and that you can prevent.
Help us put this asshole away. Stand up and be the guy that ends it.
He didn't chloroform you, did he? Did you get a good look at him?
You see him here?
He had a lot of tattoos. And he talked a lot. Ain't no fun when the rappers got the gun.
You said that? What did that mean?
I have no idea. I just couldn't let Annalise know I saw it.
Hands up, boy. All right, let's go, Carl. Time to sack up.
Hey, thanks for meeting me. What do you want? Listen, man, I'm in trouble. I don't know what to do here, okay? My guy, he don't care. He wants his money or the drugs back, and he's gonna have me whacked. What are you talking about? I'm talking about the junk you took out of my car. That was on consignment, okay? I gotta pay it back. Where are you from? Okay. Yeah, I'm from last week. You took 4 ounces off me, all right? Now, I'm in a tight spot here. Look, pal, I don't know who you are or what your game is. If you don't back off, I'm gonna run you in. You got it? Hey, listen. Did you hear me? Did you tell whoever sent you to kiss my ass?
Laughlin's hip. Obviously.
What do I do? You guys hear me? What do I do?
We'll try it again some other time.
Laughlin's hip. He's not gonna give it up to this guy no matter how many times you try.
Hey, detective, what am I supposed to do now? Yo, I don't like standing out here.
We got this guy's testimony, at least.
Yeah, a scout looking to get out from under a felony, going against a cop. You're gonna need more than that to spring Clark.
Two years, Will. Rough time?
Yeah, throw me a birthday party every day.
Yeah? Because we're wondering if doing these rapes with the boyfriends watching had something to do with how you spent your time in jail.
I didn't do any rapes.
Will, did you get passed around in jail?
No.
How old were you when you went in?
19.
Saw your mugshot. Handsome kid. None of this ink on you. Long blonde hair.
Big mistake. They pounced on you right away?
Nobody pounced on me.
Your PO said you slugged a guard. What was that about?
He was pissing me off.
You told your counselor you were afraid of being attacked by other inmates, so you slugged him to make it look like you were psycho, hoping they'd back off.
That how it worked out, or did it just alienate the guards?
Didn't respond well.
They let you get raped. It's all in your file.
That's enough to twist anyone's mind. You ever talk about it?
No.
You were picked out of a photo array by 2 witnesses. We're gonna put you in a lineup. You're done. This is above and beyond what a judge will tolerate, so tell your side of it, Will, because you definitely don't want to go to bat without an explanation.
What about what's above and beyond what a human being can tolerate?
What happened inside?
I didn't pay any attention when I screamed for help. You ever have somebody on top of you so strong you couldn't move no matter what you did? Strong like a ton of concrete? I got passed around, rented out, sold, and resold. I got released and I'm supposed to be normal?
How long were you stalking the park?
3 weeks.
That when you got the chloroform idea together? The plan?
Yeah.
Why'd you pick couples?
I want those bastards to see what they did to me.
You said you had AIDS. Is that true?
Yeah, I got HIV. I wore rubber. I'm not a bad guy. I just one of those assholes. I beat up an ATM, a machine. My life is ruined for that.
You thought you could work it out doing rapes forever. You had to know you'd get caught and sent back.
Yeah, but I'm not 19 no more.
Laughlin searched his car. He had exclusive opportunity.
Where did we get this witness?
He came in voluntarily.
He's already waiting a trial on drug charges.
Yeah, he's a half-assed dealer.
Look, this is gonna come down to credibility, and this junkie's word isn't enough to go against Laughlin's.
Well, could he help Clark's defense?
It establishes a possibility of where the drugs came from.
Doesn't John's record count for anything?
Yeah, in fact, John's entire defense will boil down to character.
We just got that all day long.
Where's this guy now?
We tried to make him a material witness and squirrel him away in a hotel, but he didn't want to go for it.
He couldn't shoot dope.
And he's got trust issues with the NYPD for obvious reasons.
So, okay, worst case scenario. John loses a trial. What's he looking at?
Yeah, let's talk about worst case scenario, Metaboy. Let's dwell on that. I called him in.
A1 felony. Minimum 15 to life.
I'm coming to you for help.
Regarding?
Your partner planted heroin in Clark's car.
That's a hell of a thing to accuse a cop of.
That's a fact.
And what makes you so sure?
People I've talked to.
Get him to testify then.
I need your help, Shannon.
You had me in the same room not too long ago saying you'd help me.
I know.
Asking me to come clean on that auxiliary cop. If I did, you'd keep it from internal affairs.
We did.
Then how come I got called down there?
I don't know, Shannon. All I know is Clark was set up by Laughlin. And I know it's a lot to go against your partner. I don't have much to offer. But Clark is sitting in a cell and he is looking at federal time over what? Bullshit, a beef.
I can't help you, Detective.
You can't help me is a lot different than you saying that you don't know anything.
I don't know anything either.
You're a good cop, Shannon. Your partner isn't. You sit on this, you let a bad cop destroy a good cop. It'll destroy you, too. I need your help.
There's a homicide on Ludlow. Boss wants us all on it.
What do we got?
Radio car was around the corner, heard the shots. Chased down the shooter a block away. Luis Del Toro.
That him over there?
Yeah, covered the gun, too.
You get anything out of DOA before he went out of the picture?
Nah, he was choking on blood. Perp said he didn't care. He's tired of getting screwed. DOA beat him out of some money. 3 in the chest.
Oh, man.
Hey, you know him?
He was a witness on another thing we got.
You got a sworn statement, right? We could still use that in court if...
We're screwed. Past the guy with a briefcase going down the hall. Your lawyer?
Yeah, Mr. Good News.
You talked to the DA about setting bail?
DA's gonna request it to be remanded, so no bail.
We're working on getting you a better mouthpiece.
I'm gonna need that?
You want the best you can get.
So, nothing went down this afternoon?
What are you talking about?
I called Rita. She told me about this Pruitt guy. So you wired him up?
Laughlin was hip to it.
But you got the guy, and he'll testify, so... What?
Pruitt's dealer whacked him over the smack that Laughlin took.
So we're nowhere?
This just might take a little time.
I'm being arraigned tomorrow, Andy, to day court.
I'll be there.
Then I'm transferred to Rikers. So I gotta beat this at trial?
I'm working on it, John.
Andy, you gotta level with me. I need to know what I'm looking at.
You might have to prepare yourself for that. Going to trial.
And I beat it out.